Okay, so this is a short video on loving yourself. Number one thing. I don't know, I probably should have wrote down.
No, okay, number one thing.
Number one thing.
Don't dwell on things you're bad at. Why don't you look at things that you're really good at? Because I know when I'm really upset, it's because I feel like I'm not good enough.
Exactly.
But just think about things that you're amazing at and don't compare yourself to other people.
Comparing kills you.
Comparing
At the
yourself
end
will
of the
not
day,
help anything.
you're not the person next to you or the person across the earth that's doing so great. At the end of the day, you're you, and you can't change that. So you might as well be happy with who you are.
And I know that even though like you look up to certain people and you want to,
Right.
you're like you feel like you want to be them, you can't. And you have things that they don't have, you know, and they have things that you might not have. But that doesn't mean it's a good or bad thing. That's just something that it is. Like I look at Demi Lovato and I'm like, I wish I had your voice. But you know, at the end of the day, I'm me. You know.
Right. I think the second thing is, instead of hating the things you can't change, love them.
Love them. Yep.
Love
Because
them.
you're gonna have them forever.
I don't know, what's something that I hated about myself? I hated my big nose. Okay, and it's truth. I have a strong nose. It's strong, like it's out there. But I think it's not something that I'm going to change because it's
No.
me. It represents my
beautiful.
ethnicity,
Exactly.
and this is who I am. So I'm gonna learn to love it. There's certain parts of my body that I can't change, but I'm gonna love them because this is what I've been blessed with.
And I always thought I was fat, you know, and I had eating disorders and I had crazy things, you know, but at the end of the day, that's just the way my stomach looks, you know,
Yeah.
and my thighs touch. Just how it is, you know, and just because people have that, it's a really hard realization. Just because people have that, have a smaller nose or have, you know, no fat on their stomach, you know, doesn't really mean it's a good thing. Have you
Yeah.
ever thought about that? Like, it's not. It's just their body.
That's just
You
their
know?
body.
Exactly. And if you tell people sometimes when you're like, oh, you have such a flat stomach, like I wish I had that, or you have such a small nose, they literally are like, well, this is kind of my body, but I hate my arms, or they hate their, you know, I don't know, their eyebrows or their hair. Like everyone has something that they're upset about, you know, and there's always something that they wish they had that you have, you know?
I think the third thing I would say is, especially if you're in high school or just starting off college like I am, it's okay not to fit in.
Oh yeah.
It's okay not to fit in. It's okay not to be what you would consider a part of the cool kids. Because at the end of the day, you know, I think loving yourself and being confident in who you are will attract the kind of people that you want.
Exactly. And you don't want to make friends with people that you
That you have
like
to
you.
force yourself to
Yeah.
like. Yeah.
You're creating this, don't create this person that you don't want to be. Create the person you want to be. And I'm not saying don't go out and try new things and be,
Right,
and become,
exactly.
because I truly think that you become who you are.
Right.
You're not just who you are. You choose, do I think this is a good or bad thing? Do I want to do this? Is this something I like? You know, that's okay.
I think it's okay to be inspired by people,
Yes.
but never try to be someone. You know, I think in high school there was always this group of people who were like so cool and so like, I don't care about anything besides like party and drugs. And like, that's fine for them. If it works for them, go ahead, do all the drugs you want,
Yeah.
do whatever the hell makes you happy as long as you're not hurting anyone else. But at the end of the day, that's not what I wanted to do. And I'm not gonna change myself just to be a part of a certain group. Was I inspired by, I don't know, their sort of style of clothing or their confidence? Yeah, but I'm not gonna go out and do drugs. I'm gonna take certain parts of their personality and incorporate it in mine.
Yeah, exactly. And I had a party the other day, and it was just so funny because one of my friends literally told me when we were walking out, she was like, you know, I'm really happy that I can go to a party and like feel comfortable and and she's like, and nobody's like doing anything like doing drugs or like or being obnoxious or people I don't know. It's all just my friends and we're all just hanging out. And I'm like, see, that's what I want to create. And my rule is if one person isn't doing it, none of us are doing it. We're all gonna just be together, and you know, you just like, that's not my thing, but that's like you said, if it's your thing, that's awesome, cool, do your thing. But it's not my thing, it's not his thing. So we're just gonna be ourselves, you know. But am I confident about my friends and like having parties and things? Yes, you know. And I think that I take away that from people that I see, you know. But I'm not going to do things that I don't want to do, like drugs and all that stuff. Well, yeah.
Number 4, I think, would be spread love. I think that's one of the best ways to get other people to love themselves and also to love yourself more. Because I think if you're constantly hating, even if it's like something simple like, oh my god, she does not look good in that dress, sort of change your mindset to say like, she's confident in that dress. Would I wear that? Probably not, but hell, that makes her happy.
Yeah, and she's
then,
doing it, you know?
Yeah, I think positive minds and positive influencers, they gain something that not a lot of other people can get, and that's like true confidence. People who are confident enough and like nice enough to say like, you look great in that, even if maybe they don't. I don't know.
Yeah, even if you don't think that, you know, as much.
Those are the people that sort of, you can tell, love themselves. People who hate don't love themselves at the end of the day. Because why would you want to tear someone down?
To build yourself up.
Exactly. If you don't love yourself.
Exactly.
So I think that would be number 4.
And my 5th one would be always have an open mind about everything, because my big thing is most people, they talk and they talk a bunch, but they don't listen, and everyone is so self. And when I say self, I don't mean selfish, I don't mean anything like that. I mean more, they're so worried about themselves that they don't even worry about other people. You know, they have their way of thinking and that's their only way.
And I think our last thing would be, it's okay to have your moment of weakness. I think it's okay to, you know, have those days where you're not feeling the best about yourself. There might be, and I still have these days. You know, no one's perfect. You have those days where you're like, I hate this part about myself. And you start beating yourself up. I think it's okay to have those moments of weakness, but I also think it's not okay to continue them. You find yourself, you find yourself in those moments of weakness. You realize you're in it, and you say, no. I have to be on my own side. Because at the end of the day, that's all you have is yourself. Because the whole world might be picking at you, but if you're there to love yourself, then who can get to you?
Yeah, nobody can get to you.
Be your own Kanye. Be your own Kanye. That should be the title.
Be your own Kanye.
Be your own Kanye, guys. Like, just do it.
Woo!
Is there anything else?
That's it, man.
Yeah, so this was just a spontaneous video from 2 kids who are still learning to love themselves to you guys, because we know how hard it is to love ourselves, love yourselves.
Yeah.
So if you want to subscribe, stick around for more. Like this video. Subscribe to my best friend Sarah Gubler and Sarah.
Woo!
So Rachel. So it's
S-A and then Rachel. We just have a bunch of singing pop songs. You want to see that? After you see the heartfelt videos that he makes, and you need some music.
Exactly. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next one.
Woo!